The crystalline halls of the Galaxy Council chamber hummed with tension as representatives from 47 worlds gathered for what would become known as the most consequential vote in galactic history. At the center of it all stood two humans, Adnan Khan, Earth's lead diplomat, and Nehal Sharma, the brilliant xenobiologist who had discovered the truth the Council was desperately trying to suppress. Adnan's dark eyes swept across the assembled alien delegates, each more exotic than the last. The serpentine Zephyrians coiled in their specialized seats, their scales shimmering with barely contained hostility. The crystalline Vortani pulsed with angry orange light, while the gas-form ethereals swirled in their containment suits like miniature storms, all of them united in their hatred of humanity. "The motion before us is clear," announced High Counselor Thexvar, his 6 arms gesturing dramatically. "Humanity has violated the Galactic Accords by refusing to surrender their quantum consciousness research. They must be expelled from the Council and quarantined to their home system." Nehal stepped forward, her tablet containing data that could change everything. "High Counselor, if I may present our findings." "The human speaks out of turn," hissed Ambassador Veltar of the Zephyrian Empire. "This is precisely why these primitive beings cannot be trusted with advanced technology." Adnan placed a calming hand on Nehal's shoulder. 3 years of diplomatic training had taught him patience, but the condescension in the alien's voice made his jaw clench. "With respect, Ambassador, Dr. Sharma's research is directly relevant to these proceedings. Research built on stolen Vortani consciousness mapping technology," pulsed Counselor Kix, their crystalline form flaring bright red. "Your species lacks the evolutionary maturity to handle such power." Nehal couldn't contain herself any longer. "That's exactly the problem. None of you understand what consciousness actually is. You've been using these technologies for millennia without realizing the fundamental truth." "Silence." Thexvar's voice boomed through the chamber. "We call for an immediate vote. All in favor of Earth's expulsion and quarantine?" One by one, 46 hands, claws, tentacles, and energy fields rose in agreement. The holographic display showed the devastating result. 46-1. Only Earth had voted against its own expulsion. Adnan stood slowly, his expression unreadable. "I see. Well then, I suppose there's nothing left but to share what Dr. Sharma discovered in her research." "Your protests are meaningless now, human," sneered Veltar. "Return to your primitive world and count yourselves fortunate we don't simply eliminate you." Nehal activated her tablet, and a 3-dimensional model appeared above the chamber, a swirling map of quantum consciousness patterns. "This is what we found when we analyzed the data from all 47 species in the Council." The alien representatives leaned forward to spite themselves, drawn by the hypnotic patterns. "For the past 3 years you've accused us of stealing your consciousness research," Nehal continued, her voice gaining strength. "But what we actually did was improve it. And in doing so, we made a discovery that terrifies you." She manipulated the display, highlighting specific neural pathways. "Every species in this galaxy, Zephyrian, Vortani, Ethereal, all of you, shares identical quantum consciousness signatures. Identical down to the subatomic level." Uncomfortable shifting rippled through the chamber. "But humans?" Nehal smiled coldly. "We're different. Completely different. Our consciousness operates on principles none of you can even comprehend." Adnan picked up the thread. "You see, gentlemen, ladies, and esteemed energy beings, Dr. Sharma's research revealed something fascinating. Something that explains why humanity has advanced from primitive tool use to interstellar travel in mere millennia, while some of you took millions of years to achieve the same progress." "Impossible." Thexvar's 6 arms waved frantically. "All consciousness follows universal quantum laws." "For artificial consciousness, yes," Nehal replied, "but not for natural consciousness. You see, every species in this council, every single one, was uplifted by an ancient precursor race. Your consciousness, your technology, even your biological development was guided and enhanced by artificial means." The chamber erupted in outraged denial, but Nehal pressed on. "But Earth was missed, overlooked, left to develop naturally. And natural consciousness, it turns out, is far more powerful than anything your precursors could create." Adnan activated his communicator. "Admiral Chen, are you receiving this?" A crisp voice responded from the device. "Every word, Ambassador. Dr. Sharma's consciousness-driven navigation systems are showing remarkable results. We're currently jumping between star systems without using any traditional FTL technology. The alien delegates fell silent, the implications dawning on them. You wanted to quarantine us, Adnan said quietly. But you've just given us exactly what we needed. Freedom from your oversight. He gestured to the holographic display, which now showed quantum signatures spreading across the galaxy. Dr. Sharma's research didn't just map consciousness, it taught us how to replicate and enhance it. Every human ship, every human colony, every human mind is now connected through quantum consciousness networks that your technology cannot detect, cannot intercept, and cannot stop. Nehal's tablet chimed with incoming data. Admiral, what's your status? Remarkable, Doctor. We've just established quantum consciousness contact with colonies that shouldn't exist yet. It seems your enhanced humans have been very busy. 3 new systems colonized in the past hour. Thexvar rose shakily. This is impossible. You cannot spread faster than light itself. Who said anything about light? Adnan smiled. Consciousness exists outside space-time. We're not traveling, Counselor. We're simply choosing to exist where we want to exist. As if to demonstrate, the air shimmered and 12 human figures materialized in the chamber. Colonists from the new systems, their eyes glowing with enhanced quantum awareness. One of them spoke in perfect unison with all the others. The vote was recorded. Earth is expelled from the Galaxy Council. We accept. Another shimmer and 1,000 more humans appeared, then 10,000, filling the chamber and spilling into the corridors beyond. We accept our quarantine, they said in their unified consciousness voice. But perhaps you should have asked yourselves, what happens when you quarantine the one species that doesn't need to follow the rules you've built your civilization around? Veltar's serpentine form trembled. What do you want from us? Adnan's expression softened into something almost pitying. Nothing, Ambassador. We don't want anything from you. We're going to do what humans do best. Adapt, innovate, and thrive. You've just given us the entire galaxy to do it in without any council oversight. As the human forms began to fade, Nehal's voice echoed through the chamber. Oh, and council. You might want to check your own consciousness readings. Being exposed to natural quantum consciousness tends to be enlightening. Some of your people might find themselves thinking in ways they never have before. The last thing the council saw before the humans vanished was Adnan's final salute. Thank you for the vote, gentlemen. It was exactly what we needed. In the silence that followed, 46 species stared at each other, each slowly realizing they had just handed the galaxy's most adaptable predators the ultimate advantage: absolute freedom. The vote had indeed been their last mistake.